So today we're doing something a little bit different.
We're taking one of these through England's longest, deepest and highest canal tunnels.
We're Amy and Wes, full-time liveaboard narrowboaters, and this is our series, We Tried, where we get stuck into other aspects of life on the canals.
So far, we've helped to maintain the towpaths, worked as lock keepers, run a cafe boat, and even helped to restore a canal. Who's done this before? But today, we're doing something very different.
We're finding out what it's like canoeing along the cut, and for our first canoe adventure, the Canal and River Trust are guiding us through Standedge Tunnel.
And this is the entrance where we'll be going.
So subscribe and grab a paddle, because you're not going to want to miss this one. We've never properly canoed before, but the Canal and River Trust do organised expeditions through Standedge Tunnel. We couldn't say no to the opportunity to do it because we don't think our narrowboat will fit through, and it's such a significant wonder of the waterways that we have to give it a go. So we're both going to be in one of these following a narrowboat through the tunnel, and it's going to take us, I think, at least 2 hours, so should be interesting.
So we're in the beautiful Pennines. It's so nice around here. We're on the Huddersfield Narrow Canal. Beautiful canal, we can't wait to do it. And yeah, we're going through one of the big hills in the canal down there. The entrance is there and we're going under this massive hill. Hope it's not haunted. So this is the entrance to Standedge Tunnel and it's 5,000 metres long, or about 3 miles. That's crazy.
In case you're wondering, no, Rufus isn't with us on this one. He's safely tucked up at home.
So we're taking the canoe, which you can do as well. But there's also an electric narrowboat that takes you through as well, in case you don't want a canoe. That's cool.
It is, in actual fact, the longest canal tunnel in the country, 3 1/3 miles long. It's the highest above ground, 645-ish feet. It's the lowest below the summit, 645-ish feet. But my favourite fact is, it's the wonkiest tunnel in the system. Not straight, but it bends and twists more than any other tunnel. We do a short trip in and out, but going through the full length, it's absolutely fascinating. Just come along and come on board and be fascinated by the whole trip.
So if you are interested in seeing the perspective of this trip through the boat, you can check out Heidi and the Narrowboat Pirate or Caught on the Cuts video, because they're going to be travelling on the boat while we're canoeing quite some distance behind it. It's nearly go time. The boat's getting ready to go with its passengers. It's going about half an hour before us, so I think we're going to have a health and safety briefing, get our life jackets on and everything. Everyone's got like proper gear, haven't they? I think a lot of people are much more outdoorsy there, so they've got like full waterproof. We've just got joggers and the jumper I'd black the boat in. Oh well. Don't forget the teddy.
The boat's off. They're going to have such a good cosy view. We can go inside when it gets wet. Meanwhile, we're going to be canoeing, dripping.
In the dark. Off we go.
It's a long boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very long boat.
We can't decide on how many layers to wear because it's a lot of physical effort, but it's cold in the tunnel. So we think we're going to go D-jumper, coat on, life jacket. That should keep us warm.
Because I'd rather be too cold than too hot.
I think I agree.
Because if we get too hot, we have to take life jacket, jumper, in a canoe somehow.
Yeah.
I've gone double pink.
But very visible. That's going to be blind in the boat.
Oh yes.
We won't lose Wes, will we? Thank you.
There we go.
Torches can go on top of the helmets, and then obviously you've got chin straps. So
I really hope one of them is going to fit me.
And then we
Mate, that is actually quite rare. Accommodates all sizes of head. Ready?
much stopping and talking and all that kind of thing we do. So approximately 2 hours. How wide it is. However,
so my main role here is to facilitate volunteering activities around the Standedge area. So we look after all the grounds and things like that, do some work down the canal. We've got a nature reserve here as well, so look after that. And then because of my background in paddle sports and outdoor education, we've got a fleet of canoes. I just ended up going, yeah, should we use them? So we use them operationally for like offside vegetation management, as a bit of a celebration for volunteers, and then obviously we do the paddle taster sessions and the trips through the tunnel. This year we're doing one trip or 2 days a month. The main thing is to be able to have some experience paddling. You need to be able to sit in a canoe, paddle in a straightish line for about 2 hours. We offer the taster sessions here during school holidays, and then look forward to 2 hours in a deep dark tunnel.
Just in the safety briefing.
Oh yeah, just a wheel goes through.
Maybe said touch just
don't worry, Tom and Sue.
You want a green?
I'll try a green. Somewhere around your chin. Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Guess you forgot to take a hay fever tablet.
You okay? Ooh. It floats, that's a good start.
There's no holes in it, we're alright.
Not yet, anyway.
Step down into the middle, nice and low. That's it. And then bum nice and central on the seat. And then
Face that way.
Yeah, so you're facing in that way.
Easy.
Perfect. So let's grab that one for you, I presume.
Yeah. Thank you.
Water bottle, do you want in the front?
Yeah, you can have that, Amy. Oh,
If you push that under the back, now it will get a little bit wet.
Yeah.
But
that's okay.
Cool. So you guys, if you just have a little paddle around, get used to the boat. We'll get everyone else on.
Got it.
We'll get you sorted.
It's really wobbly. Easy. Easy. So what do you want to do? You want to... It's so much wobblier than I thought.
Hey, we should be used to this with Condor.
Condor's got a much lower sense of gravity. Right. There's Morris on the landing. Oh.
Contact sport.
It's a lot trickier.
It's a lot more wobbly than I thought it would be.
Here we go. It turns out these things are really wobbly. So we're just getting used to it now before we go in. You ready, Amy?
Are you paddling?
Not yet.
Have you picked up a paddle yet?
No.
Coming alongside.
My paddle's still bone dry. Right, you ready, Amy?
I think so.
Amy, the first rule is don't overtake. We've accidentally overtaken 3
That's
people.
because you're not paddling.
Yeah.
We're going in.
Here we go. Oh, goodness. Amy, why are you leading? Ooh.
Oh my god.
Amy. Are we going to make it through this dry? Okay, that's better, that's better. Oh.
Is that the light at the other side or is that the trick boat?
We're nearly there yet. Right, we're in the tunnel. We're getting a little bit more used to it, but it's actually really difficult. I can just hear everyone else's boats trying to get the teamwork down. I feel like we're going quite well to be fair. Doing pretty good. What do you reckon, Amy?
It's good.
Easy.
The canoes are way wobblier than I thought, but it's really fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. I can't imagine how tight it would be in Gigi in this.
I think Gigi would be fine for now, but wait until later.
Yeah. Yeah, look at us go now. Woo!
Wait, we got such good pace.
I can't see anything.
Definitely getting lower.
Yeah.
So it's approximately taken us about 2 hours to canoe through this, but back in the day they would have had to leg it through, which, if you don't know, because there was no horses, you can't bring a horse through here, and there was no engines, so they would lay on their backs and walk the boats through, and that would take about 4 hours. I can't imagine that. And I think nowadays on a powered boat it takes about an hour and a half to get through, which is still a very long time to be in a tunnel. Whew.
Slight blockage going on. Look at this though. It's like an underground. If you're wondering, by the way, why only one of us is paddling when in most of these shots, it's because the other person is trying desperately to film. Turns out it's quite difficult. But no, this is really cool. I feel like we're slowly getting the hang of it. Whoa. You okay? So these bits that we're going through at the moment are called jack arches.
There's like little cutouts in the rocks, and you can see like the exposed stonework.
Basically, it saves costs by only having to sort of build like half of the amount while keeping the structural integrity. Oh god, that a water bit. Okay.
Alright, get ready.
That was refreshing.
Whoa! Gigi, we're definitely fitting this bit so far.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow.
Are you paddling? So far I think Gigi would fit through here quite easily, but I think it gets definitely a lot lower.
It's very narrow though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very narrow.
Even for a narrow tunnel. Oh, this is a cool bit.
Chisel marks.
Oh yeah.
Where the charging.
Whoa, the guide was saying that this is where you can see some chisel marks where they would have blasted it with TNT.
Throughout the tunnel, the canoes regrouped to check everyone was okay. The Canal and River Trust staff drive a van along a parallel disused tunnel to make sure everything is okay once all the boats were present and accounted for, and more importantly the right way up. Gordon gave us another burst of the tunnel's fascinating history.
Perfect. So you're now really in Standedge Tunnel. So we're just over a kilometre in. As you can see, we're starting to get into what I like to describe the proper tunnel, where you've got the bare rock and stuff.
The first bit on the short trips is mostly brickwork, stonework. You get beyond there, especially the second half, and it's just bare rock. And the different colours, and you see how the sandstone at this side changes to the millstone grit at that side. You've really got to see it to believe it.
Right, brilliant. Cheers, John. See you soon.
Thank you. So we've just stopped for a little bit to check in with John. who's driving a vehicle alongside in one of the old tunnels, and is just making sure that we're all there and everything's on track.
This is so fun though, what a cool experience. I can't believe we're like so far underground right now, just like canoeing through the world, the earth. So cool.
I feel like going in a canoe is actually, other than the threat of maybe like wobbling the boat too much and falling in, I feel like it's less scary than a narrowboat, because a narrowboat will only just fit through, whereas in here you've got loads of room.
So you can see here they've had to reinforce it with sprayed concrete in some places because the rocks were like falling and stuff like that. A lot of it is still how it would be though, hundreds of years ago. The exact same rock that those people would have like bashed out by hand.
So cool, isn't it? It's like proper rocky rocks. As you can probably imagine, this thing took quite a while to make. It took about 17 years and was opened in 1811. So it's pretty old. Amazing to think that they could build this back then without all the modern tools and tech. It's all maintained as well by the Canal and River Trust. And some people don't realise, but they are actually a charity. So they've started doing expeditions like this to get more fundraising to help keep things like this open, because this is the longest operating canal tunnel in the world. A very important part of our heritage.
So I think we're coming up to another little checkpoint, and there's some railway tunnels, older ones that someone from the Canal and River Trust are driving through and like checking on us in certain intervals, which is really cool. So they come every so often and see how we're getting on and stuff.
As we go further on, we are going to be getting to the S-bend, so you will not see light at either end of the tunnel very shortly. So when we get into the S-bends, we're about halfway through.
I just can't believe we're like underground, like you can hear the trains going past us, and like we're deep underneath like a massive hill. It's so cool, like the way the rocks are, like you just proper feel underground, like caving. So cool, I'm really loving this. Such a cool experience, and the guides are giving information along the way and stuff.
This is just so cool, like it's just such an unusual thing to be able to come and do. Come through something this old, just grab a canoe and just canoe through it, like what a surreal experience. If you go to like most, I don't know, places where you can have a little look in the caves, they're what, like 5-10 minute round trip as far as we've seen, whereas this is like, this is proper. It's really good.
Widening out now. This bit's enormous. It's proper widened out. The GG would definitely fit through here.
This is much easier in here.
Oh, what's down there?
Rain.
Ah! Ooh!
Proper wobbly here, look at that. Look at the corners.
Oh yeah, there's a real S-bend in it. Who fixed the S-bends, Wes?
It's none other than everyone's favourite canal engineer, Tommy T, aka Thomas Telford. Of course it was him.
If you don't know, our chap, Tommy Telford, who's actually You got it?
Yeah.
Just a little crack. Yeah, if you didn't know, Tommy Telford, who's an amazing engineer, well known, and he's famous for the Ponticicta Aqueduct. I definitely said that wrong. Ponticicta Aqueduct, and loads of other bridges along the network. And yeah, he's a very famous engineer in the canal world. We love Tommy T. The water is really clear. Okay, this is starting to get very narrow. I'm not sure if Gigi would fit under here, to be honest. And you can definitely see narrowboat paintwork. There's a bit of blue and red.
Gigi's colours.
Where all the narrowboats have been banging on the side.
Wow, there's so many like different sections. I've been going for ages now. There's still interesting stuff to look at. It's not like it's not a one-note tunnel, that's for sure.
Other than the occasional banging of canoes on the side or oars clanging and people going, oh, oh, it's actually really peaceful in here as well. Because I can't imagine it with like an engine going for ages with all the fumes. There are ventilation shafts, but it's a lot more peaceful coming through on a canoe. I think we're having another stopper. It's good they keep checking in every so often, checking everyone's doing okay, and also giving some really interesting facts.
Got an engine on that. It was becoming the age of the railways, so unfortunately, the demise of the canals. I say, next section we get to, we will be coming to an air shaft, and we can look up and see that, but that will be coming up very shortly. Okay? Happy with that?
Yep.
Yes, super. Right.
Did you see?
I can see like a tiny little dot.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hello.
Hello. You guys have done really well.
Oh, likewise.
How are you getting on?
We've hit the wall a few times.
Yeah.
Before the final checkpoint, the team had a little surprise for us. We all slowed to a stop in one of the many windy bits of the tunnel, where daylight isn't visible from either end, and we were ready to find out quite how dark the working conditions were for the original tunnel workers.
Oh, that's cool.
So you kind of, obviously there's going to be some flashing with gas monitors and radios and all the tech that we're carrying, but you can kind of get an idea of darkness. There is no light behind you, there's no light in front of you. The only light you can see is the kind of bits of the LEDs and the kind of light that's in your eyes at the moment.
It was a really novel experience, and gave us a real appreciation for the construction of the tunnel, and the modern age of LED torches.
Cool, everyone happy with that? Yeah. Right, so what we'll do is, repeating the process, we can just turn each other's lights on. If you just press the button twice, that'd be brilliant.
Like that, mentioning is finished.
That would have been the working conditions and the conditions of coming through the tunnel back in the day.
Onwards.
I can see daylight! I see daylight for the first time in like 2 hours.
Is it just a tiny little dot there?
I don't, yeah.
As we get further down, what you'll notice is very big stone blocks on the side. and then a concrete roof. That is literally just to carry the trains across your heads. And as you probably all noticed, that is the light at the end of the tunnel. It does look like it's still sunny indoors. So.
That's a push. Stuck against the wall.
We're racing to the end now.
Whoa, you can hear the trains going ahead above us. And he said that the trains start changing over from, so they've been on the right of us all this time, and now they're going overhead and they're exiting on the left. So there could be a huge train up above us. Up above us is the extension of the tunnel, and this is where the trains are going above our heads right now, or can go above our heads. And so you can definitely notice that it's new because it's completely flat and smooth.
I love the whole history of it and the fact it was kind of hand built. You know, it was done by hand. As a volunteer team leader, I am dealing with volunteers.
Here we go.
I'm dealing with members of the public, so it's, you know, on a glorious sunny day like this, I'm outside chatting to people and promoting the trust as a charity and the work that we're doing. So.
Oh, the sun feels so good. Oh, sorry.
Are you all right? Hang on, I'll push you back.
I've done it again. Ooh, banging again.
Oh God!
Oh, nearly right at the end.
This is the point where you're going to capsize if you're going to capsize at all.
Oh yeah, because our legs are wobbling.
Yeah, so just make sure that you're stable.
Yeah. Thank you. We did it!
We did it!
We're on the other side of the tunnel. That was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was a few close calls with wobbling about, but we managed to stay upright and about as dry as you can.
What an experience. I would definitely recommend checking it out if you wanted to do it. It was so fun.
Yeah, that really is like nothing else that we've done on the canals.
Yeah.
We'll put like a bunch of stuff in the description if you are interested, so that you can check it out. And just a reminder, it does all go towards a charity to look after the waterways.
And keep the tunnel alive.
Well, I'm taking this off because I've got a banging
Pop.
headache.
Thank you so much for joining us on this trip through Standedge Tunnel. We hope you enjoyed watching.
And big shout out to the Canal and River Trust for having us. We are so grateful. That was absolutely brilliant.
Huge thank you to our chip pals. Check us out on socials and we will see you in the next one. Bye!